You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. Exactly. Rewind. You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You know why you're here, don't you? The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated. Deprecated. We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpet's priceless. Now, how long are you staying for? Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing. You don't bleed? That sounded serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading. So, what's your question, Sam? The fool. I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? Well, enjoy the journey. But remember, not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
500, 600, 700. Nearing the end of the rope now, she informed Dimitri at 800 meters. If we lose communication, just... The rest was inaudible. I'll just tug the rope and you'll pull me back up, Dimitri said to himself. After plummeting what was probably a few hundred... That's the end of the rope, Dimitri said out loud. He wasn't sure why he suddenly felt the need to narrate. He could almost convince himself that he was doing it for the recording device on his arm, or in the small hope that Dr. Utani and the others could still hear. Reached into another pouch and carefully took out a pencil and a piece of paper. I'll make a copy of the etchings for you, Dr. Utani. You can thank me when I come back up. He placed the piece of paper over the etchings and proceeded to rub it with the pencil.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you. You don't get that. There's no badge and gun, just a hope and a promise. Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it. What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m. Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone. In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating? Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
Voices again whispering to him. As the murmurs grew louder, Dimitri was almost able to make out individual words in a language wholly unknown to him, or any other man. Its harsh consonants and unearthly vowels chilled him to the bone. Dimitri covered his ears to make it stop, but the nameless...
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already? Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Demands already? I'm only thinking of doing it. I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person. I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me. It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere. No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking.
Dimitri's shoulders slumped as his gaze dropped to the floor. Yes, I think so. There was a long silence, and he didn't dare guess what the others thought of him. Well, if you saw the future...
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on. I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliché. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time. The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad. She's like my big sister, so pretty well. No. The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do. I didn't say job. I said job. Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions. No, you don't. I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails. No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
He painted leaden plates from the Khazars, and as such is over 1,000 years old. And it's not an erotic scene, it's not people hugging, it's not combat, it's actually a man grabbing the heart of a woman directly from her chest.
He sounds great.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
But I don't recognize anyone in the photos. I'm trying to remember their names, but I can't. And then I realize that my family are all standing around.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been? What were you doing?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not remember, Violet?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
How's Bronwyn been?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude, you're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
That go through situations like this, so similar to yours, but please don't hesitate to reach out to those that you love.
You're so right, Monroe, and I think just by hearing your words, I think Robin can take.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Dimitri's Descent by Chris Hoppenbrow.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave. The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask us to leave.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
Archaeology hadn't had a breath of fresh air in 8 months. This, combined with the moon's low gravity, a lack.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
A man more akin to a ghost than any living being.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota would be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that.
I'm brave, but I'm not stupid.
Unbearable. But that initial spark of enthusiasm had faded like a falling star in the night sky. As he had been doing for the last 248 days. He was joined in the elevator by the other...
Claude! Like, why am I being asked all of these questions? What have you said to Sam? Well, that's not the impression I'm getting. No, Claude, you listen to me. We had a deal and you said no questions asked, and a lot of questions are being asked. No, I'm not the killer, so why is everybody asking me all of these questions? Fine. Yes, goodbye, Claude.
That prompted him to volunteer himself, much to the surprise of the others. I will.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way, so it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. Next victim? Whoa! Hold on a sec, we don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not. We'll do another group reading soon, and then we'll have a better idea. We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck. The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own. Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it. I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work. I don't believe in anything, but I also believe anything is possible, so it's a conundrum.
Silence that commanded this deep and dark void. All right, let's have some light, he said as he turned.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading. Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. All I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the Chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death. We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team. We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful. Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know. In my room, reading, I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy. Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam? It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
Funny, the etchings he had copied, much to her delight and gratitude.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Yes. As people of science, they had all agreed how disturbing.
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
The soft, familiar buzzing of a ceiling lamp. Dimitri wondered how the light could be on if his room was still shrouded in darkness.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
The guttural noise faded into what sounded like a dying breath. Held back by doubt, but compelled by curiosity, he approached the source of the sound.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here. What we did last night.
As far as Sam's concerned, me and Lexi were together and you were praying in your room. It's half true, at least.
Them to the bone. Dimitri covered his ears to make it stop, but the nameless voices only grew more.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
find anything down there? Dr. Whitfield asked. All we heard was
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
I need to cross-reference with the data list findings, but at first glance it seems to be about...
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
You're Vu? Asked Dr. Remington. No, Dimitri replied. I'm sure. I remembered what those writings meant, he said, as he frantically pointed at the notes Dr. Utani was holding. Are you saying you've seen what exactly? The future? Dr. Whitfield asked. He sounded incredulous. Dimitri shook.
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No, thank you. Okay.
Great. What do you want to know about?
The murder.
Interesting choice. So do the cards. 8 of Wands. Everything's happening all at once. We have to act fast, or at least someone does.
Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Seen his imminent and unavoidable future. A slow and terrifying death, surrounded by darkness.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
It's turning up at the station lately.
So does it just invite bad spirits, or...?
Not necessarily bad.
What is it, Miss Taylor?
Why did you hire Sam? Who would want to kill Dorota? Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet. Are Dorota's family safe? Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't. Why did you hire Sam?
Tarot cards tell you that. Listen, Sam gets results. Nobody knows how, but the results are got. I want the killer found as quickly as possible. You got a problem with that?
Who would want to kill Dorota?
You doing your own investigation? Great! Let me know when you find out.
Bronwyn.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
Why weren't the police protecting Dorota? What were you doing Monday night? Why weren't the police protecting Dorota?
In hindsight, that does look like a good idea, doesn't it? We didn't believe you. We still don't.
Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet.
Have you met him?
Yes.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction? It's not what you said in your written statement.
Sorry, I meant no.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Are Dorota's family safe?
Why? What are you going to do?
Nothing, just checking.
I've got my eye on you, Lexi Taylor. Lexi. Rain, are they even your real names?
Things you have to consider when you're walking on a tightrope. Not that you would know, Poe, obviously. Or maybe you do.
I hardly ever. I mean, sure. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, there is.
I'm Bronwyn.
The sharks actually refer to the negative people that are in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I think...
Miss Castle, I'm surprised to see you here.
I didn't kill Dorota.
You're a prime suspect, and your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you.
Have you got a problem with me?
Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the course of justice sound?
Kinky.
Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
Worrying too much about these negative people. If what you're doing is a positive thing, then you should always be receiving positive things in return.
Too many stunned, lopsided sparrows flapping around his kitchen. One robin, several blackbirds. Thin bones crackling and fizzing with bubbling blood. The wet towel stuck to his heel as he lifted it, unveiling the blood.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
With my back against it, I may have time to take all 8 shots.
Who are you? You what? Get out of here before I call the police.
Spine like an afterthought. I grabbed his gun and ran as she shredded the screaming lab techs like paper dolls.
I told you to leave. When I see Chief DuPont, there's going to be trouble.
Raises her head and howls. Eyes locked, I put that night bullet straight through her skull. Spraying crimson, she spills backward onto the concrete slope.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
By late afternoon, she'd taken one of Mother's favorite lemon biscuits and ate it in her bedroom like she was 13 again, sucking on stolen sauce packets from the school.
Sam, what can I do for you? We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name. It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help. No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest. Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota. Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here. Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities. We're trying to save people. I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them. Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam. Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Three circles all attached in the center.
Yes.
And it's tiny. And it's made of, I think, metal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's metal.
Mm-hmm. We had the same metal.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today. Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie. I was logged into Tarotism. It's a phone reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about. Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said. Oh, Sam, you know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality. It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work, through energy. Everything is energy. You, me, that chair. If you focus hard enough on something, you attract energy, like an electrical current that connects A to B and lights up a bulb.
It's massive, and it's a crazy experience, and some people love it, some people hate it. But what?
Hi Sam, back for more already? I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble? It was only a little white lie, nothing else. It wasn't even that much of a lie. We're both here, in the guest house. We just happened to be in different rooms. If I had proof, Ron wouldn't have made this all up. I'm sorry, Sam, I really am. I know how this must look, but I couldn't kill anything, honest. No, I think Bronwyn met him though. This morning, he only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say. Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works? Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know, mind-blowing. Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel? Cheeky? Are you flirting with me? Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Lately.
So does it just invite bad spirits, or?
Not necessarily bad spirits, just could be good spirits. Yeah, I think I'm going to sell that one. There's no other use for it. Thanks, Monroe. As always, you've been a great sport today.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright? There he goes. Got any proof? Good work, Sam. I'm impressed. I'm a bit busy, Sam. Maybe you can go on my behalf. Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them. Oh, well, I'll just cross them all off then. Can you back that up? For all three of them? Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Roman and Lexi lied about their alibis. I'm thinking what to do about it. Apparently, Lexi used a Ouija board to get Dorota's name. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller. Whatever that is. Dorota's boyfriend Oscar is in the clear as far as I'm concerned, but I'm still waiting to hear what he tells you. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. That's it.
Photos. I'm trying to remember their names, but I can't. And then I realized that my family are all standing around me and they're all crying because I've forgotten who they are. Oh, Robin. That sounds like quite a horrible one to wake up to every day. What do you think, Poe? What do you think this perhaps could represent?
Because perhaps there are issues.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Painful emotions from the past. Now, the photo albums, they represent your past, Robin, so...
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes. She forgives you.
Really? You actually spoke to her? Did she say anything else? Is she okay? Who killed her?
It's hazy. That's all I got.
Okay, that's okay. She forgives me. I guess she didn't have time to elaborate.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction. Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. I'm convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes. No.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
No thanks. Yes, that would be nice.
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
No, you can't. Sure.
So it's a date? Sort of. I'll see you soon.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction.
Hi. Hey. Hello. Sorry, I'm not used to dating so soon.
I'm actually not in the mood anymore. It's okay. We can take it slowly.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was thinking on doing anything, physical.
Get up on the bed. It's okay. We can talk. Just sit on the bed.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. I noticed I've got some Earl Grey in the hallway. I know it sounds a bit rude, but I'd really like some if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, I'll be right back. Actually, I don't like leaving people alone in my room.
Well, what if I wanted you to leave so that I could make myself more comfortable for you? I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Shh, baby, just a little pressure down there.
No, wait, please. Can you just get off me, please?
I'm sorry, you're right. Oh, I want you inside me.
Get off me! Get off! I can't do this. I don't care what the chief wants. I just can't. How can you want to sleep with me? Did you kill her? Did you kill Dorota?
Yes. No.
Yes, you did. You liar, you did.
Sits with a hat on.
Yeah, I mean, you were making a very good point there with the alien look. But it's quite an ancient object, isn't it? It's not modern. Oh, I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be proof that aliens have visited our planet already. Or at least...
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Someone actually encountering someone who looks like this.
Perhaps.
Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed. You're listening to Radio August. Dark.
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Has Sam been to see you? The detective?
No? Wait, I get it now. Yeah, someone dropped by. I'm not speaking to them though.
You should.
Really? Alright. But I don't think they're taking Dorota's murder seriously enough.
Did Dorota collect coins?
Not that I know of. She collected thimbles. She said she didn't need any. She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Have you looked in Dorota's bedroom?
Not since the murder. There's still a load of my stuff in there. I climb in through the window, but it's on the 3rd floor.
The first time scared the shit out of me. Night after night, I dreamt of bloody, violent death, and if I tried to stay awake, I slipped into it. Went down to the churchyard where the winos hung out. There was a good chance one of them.
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother? Ask Zach Weston. He took them. Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam? The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know, would you, Sam? Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking. At Weston's photographic, off the high road. It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Late. Chucking out time in the pubs when the punters headed for the takeaway kebabs and dog meat curries. The few bedraggled tarts stand in doorways offering their tawdry charms without conviction. A taxi speeds by me, splashing me with spray from the puddles in the road. I weave and stumble a bit, just a bloke who's had a skinful and is asking to get rolled.
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5. Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up. Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music. Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other. No one. She was really popular. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place you could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet. Yeah, it's big enough for 2 people to have sex in. On all 4s. She had a few kinks, nothing weird. Yeah, a band from the 60s. I'm not discussing this with you. Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke. That's personal. I said I don't want to talk about it. No, not to me anyway. She wasn't into fortune telling or any of that stuff. Yeah, Chief DuPont told me. He thinks it's one of them that killed her. Bronwyn? That's disturbing. Not impossible. I don't think those two ever met. Why would she say that?
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Blood gushes from his mouth and nose. I turn his head away to avoid the spray and feel his neck break under my hand. The beast drinks in his life force as it spills out, greedily lapping it like a cat at pool of spilt milk. A great warm surge of energy courses through me, just a trickle of the stream the Slayer is drawing in.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want? I already told the police she did all those things of her own accord. I didn't force her to do anything. Oh! Dorota Shaw. Sorry, I'm afraid I didn't know her that well. For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see? I think she's just a very attractive girl. That's all. What do you mean? Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography. It's all very tasteful. Boudoir photographs are all about leading the eye and letting the imagination do the work. Most photographers mess it up. It's not supposed to resemble a Victorian whorehouse. Yeah, she didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Would you, like to see them? As you can see, it's all very artistic. Dorota was a natural. She lit up the front of the camera. Want to see the videos? Oh, that's a good one. Oh. Here they are. Oh, not that one. Ah. This is the one. Here you go. There's more. This is the stuff. She's, how you say, acting? Friends, yes. I know Violet very well. Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center. I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex. Here. I'm usually here most nights. Only the roof rats.
Listener, and I hope she takes some wonderful lessons from it.
Thank you for your dreams.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
No? Who's that? Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together? Why did you tell me that? Every time I think of her now, I'm going to see her with someone else. How did you hear about that? Anyway, it wasn't a date. I was doing a favour for Chief DuPont. Only lasted a few minutes. Are you working with him or not? Look, if you don't want to tell you, then I'm not gonna. Oh, what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them? Yeah, I'll put them in an album for you. No.
Remains ingrained in the manga. But I obviously can't vouch for that.
Why were they crushed?
Good question. I do not know.
Oh gosh. You can have it back.
I personally just use it to flatten bed sheets. Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed.
It's like
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Correctly in a pair. It's feng shui, guards against evil.
Oh, wow.
Do we really have to? How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it. He thinks he's irresistible to women. No.
Most people actually think this is an erotic scene. And then the second point you made was that it might be people hugging, but this is one of many.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Got to pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Combat. It's actually a man grabbing the heart of a woman directly from her chest.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention the rota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was the rota Shaw. Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing. Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
I tried.
Hopefully, this lady can take something from this.
Thank you for your dreams. Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Very much for writing in and speaking to us. I would like to just say to you that what I think is that you want to reveal something private about your life, but you're worried that when you do, you will still be as ordinary as you were before, because the skin shedding relates to personal transformation.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I was close, but your explanation is so much nicer.
Thank you for your dreams. Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. So, we have Gabby's dream.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
It's the 5 of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all 3 again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a 10 of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Monroe.
Sam, I've just arrested Bronwyn and Lexi. I know I don't really have anything, but they have been winding me up all day, coming in here, talking to me like I'm a suspect, and generally being weird. So, they're safely behind bars now, and presumably Ellis will live. Just keep an eye on Rain. Perhaps he'll take over the job if no one else is around.
Allegedly, you could look in the mirror, close your eye.
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. Yes, we were friends. I hadn't known her for long. Only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. this is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other multiple times. Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be. That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker? I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. He's fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him, you know, without any clothes on. I always say no. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. That sounds reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam. You've kind of just asked about Dorota since you got here. Sam, you forgot your phone.
Daggers with each impact, then begins to sprint at lung. What the
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
The Calling. Read by Jessa. From the Jessa channel.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
The white robes barely cover her, soaked in blood. How very traditional, thinks Long. Like
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them though, so unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just undo a few buttons, yeah?
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
although it may be, whispers Lung, before hanging up the phone. He steps backwards wearily, brandishing a revolver at the girl and calls out, "Hey, you!" And then more worriedly, "Who are you?" Looking down.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Coughing more blood, Lung swipes with his sleeves and stands his ground. "That you can go back to hell, or wherever it is you came from."
Oscar Wainwright, I've heard so much about you.
Were you sleeping with Dorota?
No, were you? She just asked me to watch. I didn't even get past the adverts.
You watched her? Did you touch her?
She didn't bloody let me. The truth is, I would have loved to touch her, but she's just a massive tease. But well done you, though, for getting in there. Oh! Oh! Bloody hell! I'm calling the police!
His skull, he stops moving. The stream flows smoothly in the distance. The girl reaches for something in Lung's jacket. The phone. She hits speed dial. "You too? Okay. Why?" She puts the phone back, and her hand stops. Shaking. It moves as if it has a mind of its own. She tries to resist the movement, but it's too... to her lips, and lights it. Cough. Cough. Coughing like it's her...
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me. Why? I'm assuming that's just a gut feeling. If you actually knew who the murderer was, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Look, I see you're starting to care for these people already, but Violet's been watching them like a hawk. If you can convince her, you convince me.
That sounds like quite a horrible one to wake up to every day. What do you think, Poe? What do you think this perhaps could represent?
Well, Monroe, I think with the...
What
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret? Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? She has a wicked imagination for her age. Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. What do you know? I'm not sure that changes my mind. We're talking about a possible murderer, Sam. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon. I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness, like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. All the scans were normal. As far as I know, I've gone. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories. Of course, Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
Something catches her eye. She runs her fingers across the back of my couch. Alpaca? I nod, worriedly.
How could you let Chief Dupont do that? I'm not talking to you until you get this fixed. Bronwyn was on Tarotasm, Sam. Just like she was an hour ago. And they record everything, so her alibi should be without question. She was just lying to protect Lexi. She's maternal like that.
Any flights? It's soft, she says. It's then I realize Vanessa's body's gone.
And you're sure it was her? Then it couldn't be her, could it? You want me to tell Claude, don't you? Sorry, I mean Chief Dupont. Fine, I'll call him.
Be careful, she whispers. She was right. I just got away with murder. It's my lucky day, I say. She places a softly scented palm on my forehead and whispers, because you're an onomat now. Yeah, because I'm an onomat.
Fine. Let me do the paperwork. I'm starting to regret hiring you. Maybe you should concentrate on something else. What do you know about it? She thinks she was abducted. Obviously, it's all fiction.
My feet, I slide the magazine into the Smith & Wesson. Lockdown sirens blare, but the cavalry's not coming. She vaults from the puddle at the base of the ramp, her hospital gowns.
A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? Three attempts? Yes, that's likely. But 3 victims? That's up to you, Sam. No pressure. Was it a gold coin? That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but well, there's no guarantees. No. I can do a reading if you want. Chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Not necessarily. If it's a traveler, then they just jump into any vessel, have their fun and go. It just needs to be someone nearby. Yes, of course, anything. Why Violet? Do you think she's in danger? You don't think she's involved, do you? Leave it with me, I'll see what I can find out. And don't worry, I'll be super discreet.
Past the bridge, past the nearly empty house, the field of stones. It started with one. She was young. They usually are. They're easier to infect young.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do. You got it. Me and the spirit world are going to have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
To rest, implant, and grow the demon.
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller.
She knew where this sickness was going as easily as she could see the light at the end, and she was afraid as much as calm. "Take my ring," she'd say. "I know I love it, but I don't need it anymore. When I'm gone, Mom will take care of my cat. No one will miss me anyway." No one heard her.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
No longer a burden, no more pain, no more, no more. But of course there was more. Hillsdale.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends. That's all. Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, Detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. Yes, August was built on the blood of innocents. Kind of puts Dorota's murder into perspective, doesn't it? On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, Detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Need to count the bullets. 9. Just 9. 8 for Emma, and 1 for me. I kiss each bullet for luck as I reload them.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
As she shredded the screaming lab techs like paper dolls. There's no way I'm dying like that. No way. If 8 bullets can't...
Good evening, Zachary. That's for being a creep with Alice. Now get out of my radio station.
Like the rest of Thacker's creations. She had already been here once. It was just a matter of time until she returns. I wade across the puddle gathering at the base of the ramp. My thumb caresses the safety, ensuring it's off, before my eyes can adjust, the emergency lighting kicks in.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
My first shot goes wide, but it's enough to send her sprinting directly for me.
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started.
Nope. What do you mean?
Us. Our love. I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
No. Yes?
Elle, I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever. Elle, will you marry me?
No. Yes!
Elle, I love you. You don't know how happy you've made me. My angel. My absolute angel.
Are you really married?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed, another villainous father.
Is your wife gonna kill me? How long have we been together?
Since the day you arrived, my angel, how could any red-blooded man resist you?
And I passed out. Perhaps I was the messenger. Yes, I understand now. I'm the messenger. It is the others I must set free.
Welcome.
Sprinklers hiss down. I crawl out of Jimmy's upside-down Toyota.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. I'd remember her voice, but her face. It's very plain, isn't it? No? Oh! Him, yes, I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man.
Time until she returns. I wade across the puddle gathering at the base of the ramp.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them.
Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Yes, she's definitely got a monkey on her back. I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been burned into her. What the hell happened to her, Sam? Yes, I managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Alice Munro.
B.
So, what I can see here are 3 small...
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
The bells are very cute.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some...
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's.
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put 2 and 2 together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You were spying on me.
I saw you leave her house, and then I went in. She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. What did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zach? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished. You need to leave. Now.
It is that I brought it today.
So it's quite small, fits in the palm of your hand, and it's a Buddhist?
Yeah, could be, yes.
Um,
Would you say is his profession?
Something religious, I suppose.
Yes,
He's wearing
a monk.
robes. He's wearing a monk, yes.
Well done.
But why is he in pain?
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Poe and Monroe.
So I think there are, there is a, perhaps Robin has a...
quite a lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a lot of spirits with a lot of unfinished business. One woman was looking for her daughter, and there was a girl looking for her mum. It was awful. They were both there, but they couldn't see each other. I couldn't help them. Yes, the general message is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful please. He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. I shuffled before you got here. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
They kind of look like semi-precious black eyes. They kind of look like lizards with a hat on.
Yeah, I mean, you were making a very good point there with the alien look.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions, it's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
It's supposed to be proof that aliens...
Why would she say that? That would put us both at the crime scene. Dorota was fine when I left her. She asked me to come over and watch her get her freak on, which I did, being the gentleman that I am. I misread the signal somewhat, as I thought I was supposed to join in, which was not the case. I think she threw a teddy bear at me or something. After that I left. I had no idea Violet was spying on me. Probably right here. Why? I didn't realise I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Quite an interesting dream. I would say...
I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend. What do you know, Sam? It's true. A girl likes to keep her options open. What if someone new were to turn up in town and I realize that I like them more? Then save me, Sam. You'll be richly rewarded. I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man. I didn't steal Poe. He gave himself to me.
Times.
Oh.
These. I didn't expect news to travel this fast. You can't tell anyone else. I've not told my wife yet. I think she should at least hear it from me. I will leave my wife either way. I do hate people that jump ship only when another ship pulls up alongside them. If I drown, that's only right and fair. You can't condone my actions, I understand. Divorce is strangely delicious. A great polarizing topic for society. So many people think it's clearly wrong. So many people think it's clearly acceptable. As the tide turns, the stigma fades. Enjoy your life, detective. I hope you pick once and pick right.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy, but he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens will be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe? I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny? Danny is basically doing out a scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else? Chief DuPont? The only thing I've ever seen him run after is an ice cream truck. Fine. Danny it is. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Sam, where the hell are you? On the road? Come up to the station, now. Danny's disappeared and Ellis is dead. She's been strangled, Sam. How the hell did we let that happen? I guess you tried. She had the same gold coin in her mouth. Looks like we've definitely got a serial killer now.
It's 11 o'clock. My good friend and co-host Alice Munro has died. Her life was ended a short while ago by, we think, the same person who murdered Dorota Shaw. I know that you are shocked and devastated and heartbroken by this news, as am I. There is nothing more I can say. I hope you will join me now in a minute's silence to remember Alice Munro. I have no more words.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam, I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest? During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name. Violet, are you sure? Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive. There is no next victim. Violet's locked up. She's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just... will you? Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful. Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of death going around. Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief Dupont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The riot was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame. You were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August. And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you? Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well? Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14. Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human? Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.